What's up? It's Stephen Freeborn here, and I want to talk to you guys about the number one excuse I hear people make when it comes to exercise, or why can't they exercise, or what's stopping them from exercising on a regular basis. And just ahead of money is the excuse of time. And I say that probably a little pointedly to get your attention. The truth is, time is a legitimate excuse. I know you're busy. I know you have a job. I know you have hobbies. I know you have kids. I know you have a marriage. You have all these different things that are constantly grabbing at your time, and you have to decide how you're going to allocate that limited resource to accomplish what you want to, and also the things you need to accomplish to satisfy your roles in other areas of your life. So a lot of the times what people say when it comes to exercise is that you just have to make time for it, which I get what they're trying to say. I get their point. They're trying to tell you to take responsibility, take personal responsibility, and not allow excuses to prevent you from doing what you know you need to do. I get that, but it's really not helpful advice. It's more of advice to kind of get you in the right mindset to start thinking about it properly. But I think a lot of people know that their health is important. They know they need to be exercising, but they're really struggling with the execution, the practical, how the heck do I fit a workout into my already busy day that's scheduled every minute of every hour? So that's where I'd like to come in with, I think, some more helpful, practical, effective advice to help you. My advice, though, is underpinned by one assumption, and that assumption is that I believe you have at least 30 minutes, a 30-minute block of time that you can dedicate to a workout. The reason I say this is because, in my experience, trying to shorten a dedicated training session shorter than 30 minutes, it doesn't end up being a very effective workout. You would probably be better off with just breaking up your exercise into really small chunks spread out throughout your day. So you're not really going to have a dedicated training session. You're just going to try to get 5 minutes of walking here, 5 minutes of walking here, and you're going to try to get a benefit from the cumulative effect of exercise instead of really taking a dedicated training session. So take that in mind. This advice assumes that you have at least 30 minutes to dedicate. My advice is going to surround three strategies that are going to help shorten a workout. Keep your workout as compact and as minimal, the smallest block of time in your schedule, so the 30 minutes. And my assumption is that you've got 30 minutes somewhere in your schedule, and if we can shrink your workout inside that 30 minutes, you can make it happen. So the first thing I'm going to suggest is try using circuits. You're probably familiar with this concept. It's probably something you've seen if you've been at the gym and you've seen a ton of people setting up several different stations with several different areas that they're going to be doing an exercise in, and they just kind of go from one area to the next, and they take up all the equipment. That's essentially circuit training. So you've probably seen that in execution or heard about it if you've been around fitness in a while. But in essence, what a circuit does is it allows you to sort of consolidate your rest time. So instead of doing something that's straight sets where you would do a set of push-ups, then rest 60 seconds, another set of push-ups, then rest 60 seconds, and then you would go on to another exercise like goblet squats and rest 60 seconds, another set, rest 60 seconds. You just pair all your exercises together. So maybe you're going to do a plank followed by a goblet squat, followed by a push-up, followed by a one-arm row, and then you're going to rest 60 seconds. So in essence, instead of doing 3 exercises for 4 sets, taking a minute after every single set, you're just going to combine all those exercises into one set, one after the other, without any rest until that very final exercise. And like I said, essentially all you're doing is you're consolidating your rest time. This does alter the training effect a little bit. It's going to be a lot more metabolically demanding, a lot more cardiovascularly intense. You're not going to be able to use the same amount of weight as you normally would in kind of a straight set exercise, but it's really effective for getting a ton of work in a short amount of time, and hopefully getting you a workout that's short enough to squeeze into your schedule. Strategy 2 is really similar to a circuit, only it's limited. You're going to do, I'm going to call this second strategy supersets, which basically just means that you're going to take 2 exercises, pair them together, and then you're going to do a set of each exercise and then rest. Essentially it's a circuit, but you're limiting it to 2 exercises paired together. The idea here is particularly using 2 exercises that are non-competing, meaning like a push-up paired with a goblet squat, or a barbell row paired with a lunge. Some things that you're not wearing yourself out. I mean, obviously you're going to be exerting yourself, but it's not the same muscle groups. It's not the same movement pattern. They're sort of, while you're doing a lunge, your back and your biceps are sort of getting a rest. Even though you are working, you're not exhausting those muscles as much as you were when you were doing the row exercise, and vice versa. Again, the idea here is consolidating your rest. It just gets more work done in less time, which is really the key to all these strategies. You're trying to shorten the amount of time you take to accomplish the work you need to accomplish. The last strategy I want to share with you guys is something that I stole this term, but we're calling it cardio acceleration. I stole that term from Jim Stepani. You can look it up, Google it. Basically, it's the same thing as a superset, only the exercise is that it's a strength exercise paired with a cardio exercise. So think push-ups paired with jump rope. It's a superset, right? You do a set of push-ups, a set of jump ropes, and then you rest. The idea here is you're mixing strength training with a little bit of cardio. So this is beneficial in terms of time from 2 perspectives. One, you're consolidating your rest time. Instead of doing a set of push-ups and resting, another set of push-ups and resting, and then moving on to jump rope or another strength exercises, you're doing those together and you only have to take 1 rest. The other benefit here is you combine your cardio with your strength training. So instead of having to do your strength training in one portion of your workout and then your cardio in another, you kind of smash them together and you get a little bit of the best of both worlds in essence. Cardio acceleration. It's just kind of a fancy buzz term, but it really just means strength exercise supersetted with a cardio exercise. Again, the idea here is to shorten the time it takes to accomplish the work you need to accomplish. It's important though, as a disclaimer, to note that all these strategies, when you implement them, are going to change the training effect a little bit. But in your case, we're not worried about getting the most optimal training effect. We're worried about helping you establish a regular exercise practice. And if time is your issue, these strategies will help you accomplish a workout in the time you have available. So I hope it helps. Let me know if you guys have questions. If you have concerns, want more elaboration, just reach out to me, comment. Find me on any of the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. Subscribe here. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please share it with a friend. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.